Good afternoon. My name is Jair Cañaveral. I am tourist guide, student of the S.A.S. Next, we are going to talk a little about the cities of cultural interests in the municipality Jericho in the department of Antioquia. This beautiful municipality is located in the southwestern region of Antioquia. In this beautiful municipality, you can perform different activities such as paragliding, religious tourings, landscape tourings, natural tourings, agro tourings, cultural tourings, among others. It is the cradle of several poets and readers. In addition, it is homeland of Holy Mother Laura, the first Colombian saint. Today, we are going to talk about 5 tourist cities in the municipality so hot. Welcome. The city number one, Beer House of Santa Laura. The bow of Santa Laura is the house in Navidad big the missionaries of the Immaculate Mary and Saint Catherine of Siena. The community found the big Saint Laura Montoya Upegui, an educator missionary and right world in 2034 was declared breaks of the Catholic Church with miracle work through her intersection was known in December 2012. The verdict of the panel evaluating the process of this canonization was according to which a second miracle was brought through in intersection, which complete the requirements for her declaration as saint, making her the first saint of Colombian nationality. Pope Francis inscribed her name in the Book of Saints Square during Saint Throne, the canonical formula in Solemn Eucharistic celebration in Peter's Square of 12 May 2021 3. Now 3 questions with your answer about the place. Number 1. What inhabits the beer house of the Holy Mother Laura? Answer. It is inhabited by the missionary of Mary Immaculate Saint Caribbean, Caribbean of Siena. The question number 2. What was the Holy Mother Laura? Was an educator, missionary, and writer who in 2034 was declared a break of the Catholic Church when a miracle worked through her intercession was known. The question number 3. What is kept in the Mother Laura house? Some relics of Mother Laura kept 3 showed as the front work shed was victim photography of their parents and siblings, as well as some packs of their autobiography and the literary works that she wrote. There is also the chapel, the patio, and the room where relics exhibited. The city number 2. The city number 2 is the History Center. The History Center, this beautiful building, is one of the oldest in Jericho. For a time, the school for hills operated here. Since 1974, it has logged the Historical Center founded on March 29, 1973. Participants to the Antiochian Academy of History, interested in preserving the municipality history. I walked a beautiful picture gallery with portraits of Jericho, most illustrious public figures, a library with the works. A library with the works of local authors at public library and Newster Library, a section room, a historical archive with information on the city from its founding today, plus photography of all major city events, museum pics, and many documents from Jericho Parks. In display stories, can learn about the history of the municipality, the blood and war of red rice in and illustrations personajes of vital importance for the town. 3 questions and answers of the city. Number 1. What worked before at the Historic Center? Answer. For a long time, the Hirsch School operated here. Questions number 2. I 1 year was the Historic Center founded. I was founded on March 29, 1973. The question number 3. What's inside the Historic Center? I have a beautiful picture gallery with oil portraits of Jericho, most illustrations, public figures, a library with works by local authors, a public library, an answer library, a section room, a history archive with information on the city from its foundation today. I addiction photographic of the main events in the city, museums, pics, and many documents of Jericho Pax. The city number 3 is the Theater Santa Maria. The Theater Santa Maria is a city muy interesting. The original house was built in 1974 in 29 to 5 it was converted in a theater. This cultural heritage was restored from 2039 to 2014. The theater acts as total seating capacity for the 533 people. The main level 6 374 persons. It includes a multifunctional room, a projection room, ballroom, an administrative area, and coffee shop. Inside this building also the House of the Culture Monsignor Pompeu Gallego Arboleda, considered as a cultural heritage of the Department Antioquia and the Municipality Jericho. The Secretary Educación, Culture and Tourism, the Municipality Public Library, Madre Laura Montoya Upegui, functioning there in addition different workshops and courses in theater, music, dance, and plastic arts art help. In this place, visitors can appreciate different municipal, department, and national plays, films, dance, and music encounters, as well ceremonial events on the municipality. Now, 3 questions you answer about this place. The questions number one, excuse me. Number one. I was there was the Santa Maria Theater with the original answer. The original house was built in the year 1874. The question number two. What capacity of people can be accommodated this place? Answer. As capacity for 500 people. The number 3 questions. What inside this place? Inside this building is also the House of Culture Monsignor Pompilio Gallego Arboleda, considered as cultural heritage of the Department of Antioquia and the Municipality of Jericho. The city number 4. At the city number 4 is Museum of Anthropology and Art Maha. The museum is interesting in its municipality. The main office is housed in the history and old house that served as complementary school, industrial lyceum, Johan and House of Culture with wax exhibition rooms, an auditorium for 150 people, a classroom for workshops, a reservation shop, where you can buy different handmade leather and specific products from the region documentary center and administrative arts. The Southwick's Archaeology Museum, based in Jericho, created nearly 40 years ago under the founding legal figure and the Museum of Jericho, which began work in the June 2038 and was formal creation was authorized by the Agreement number 4 of 2010 of the Municipality Council of Jericho, currently operating in at Heritage House over 110 years old, although big the municipality, it is categorized and the international cultural attraction. It renews its exhibition every 2 months. Now three questions with your answer about the place. The question number 1. How how many rooms does this museum have? Answer. Act 6 exhibition rooms, an auditorium for 150 people, and classroom workshop. The question number 2. In what year did this place start operating? Answer. Begin operating in June of 2008. The question number 3. How often are exhibits removed in this place? It removes in the exhibition every 2 months. The other city is the Cathedral Nuestra Señora de las Mercedes. Is the cathedral principality in its city. On May 5, 1873, the first stone was placed, beginning the construction of the tall and beautiful temple. From the years 1937, the temple began to be decorated, reinforced, and equipped with necessary machines and implements, but it had to be demolished because caused by tremors and water leaks. The terrain succeeded and fall. The cathedral is consisted of a single tower, columns of large diameter, brick with light above, one series cedar, beach, and fabulous of painting of the dome. Its decoration was delicate, while a customary fig temples in the department resembled this one. The demolition began on 5 February 1946 and ended in June 1946. The Magna Word and symbol of the department was inaugurated on September 20 of 1969 by Monsignor Augusto Trujillo Arango. Nowadays, the cathedral is one of the most renowned temples, which receives hundreds of Paris honors every day. Would come in the share on miracles at the now beautiful temple. While this was a break, so some of the next place in the Jericho. There are still many more places full shopping, sorry detail, this now an early Paris. A town full of culture, tradition, tourists, religion, that would always at its arms open to welcome the visitors. Now, three questions with your answers about the place. The question number 1. In what year did the construction of this place begin? 1 March 5, 1873, the first stone was placed to start the construction of the enormous and beautiful temple. The question number 2. When did the demolition of this temple begin? Answer. The demolition began on February 15, 1946. The question number 3. In what year was the new temple inaugurated? Answer. The Greek word and symbol of the department was inaugurated on September 20 of 1969 by Monseñor Augusto Trujillo Arango. Thank you very much.